One thing I'm curious to know is, when did you know that, okay, this is now my career, this is the field that I am involved in? Because from day one, when you got the hotel, when the family bought the hotel, it was like, I'm just helping out because it's part of my family business. There must have been a significant time or moment that you're like, this is my job, this is who I am and what I do now.
That's a really good question. So it really started more in the wedding side of the industry. And then that became a little bit more on the sales side, hotel sales side, more corporate events and things like that. And, over time, obviously I trained a team to take over those areas of the business for me. And, now I dabble more in like the numbers side of it. So, my career has already changed. There were times where I thought I was going to start a wedding planning business because, hey, that I know it all, that would be so easy. But then, I just kept learning more and more about not just the hotel side of our industry, but our development side of it, our hotel management side of it, a little bit of the design side. We're getting ready to do a property improvement at our Aloft Hotel, which is a Marriott property. So I'm going to be working with Marriott. I actually have a call with them later today, but that will be more in the design side and the development side of our business. So I really have learned so much over the time since I was 18 when we bought this building. And the thing that I think is just amazing is that this one building has taught me so much about so many industries, so much about life in general. Most of my day is spent managing a team, and like I said, this industry is challenging. So managing a team takes a lot of time, a lot of patience. Before I had children, I don't think I was as good at it as I am now. I think having kids has taught me how to be more patient and how to deal with people like on a daily basis, working with others, and most importantly, just teaching, training, coaching people. And I have so much more patience than I did when I started this. And sometimes I look back and I think, gosh, I feel really sorry for the people that used to work for me.
You see them now in the field.
And sometimes I want to write all of them a letter. And, I'm so sorry I had no sympathy for you when your kid was sick, or, things like that, because I have so much more sympathy now. And I've changed so much as a person. And it's just made me, I think, so much better at my job. And I do not have a lot of time. You can't make more time, right? There's only so much time in a day. So what I've done is I just look at on a monthly basis, kind of look at my life and think of things I can cut out and that I don't need to do. Junk, scrolling through social media or watching, a reality show, and what I can do better with those times. And I guess I kind of got off track there, but I would say probably once I got out of the wedding side of our industry and got more into the management side, that's probably when I realized this was going to be my career. And I was able to kind of see the marketing, the creative side of it, and go into the management side, two completely different mindsets, and realize that I think I'm kind of good at both of these things, but which one do I like the most? And trust me, even today, sometimes I think, I wonder if I should just go back to planning and designing weddings, because it is so fun and it's so rewarding. But what I do now is rewarding too, but there's a lot more challenges involved in what I do now. And really, there's a lot of pressure, because every decision I make, I have to think about how that's going to affect, not just my family, not just our business, but the people that we have that work for us, that depend on their paychecks, because every decision we make is a big decision. And anybody that owns a business or works high up in a company, they totally understand that. And that pressure it's a lot.
Right. Well, and also it's a family business. So you're not just dealing with employees, you're dealing with mum, dad. You mentioned your younger sister is probably more involved than the middle sister, right? That's just a whole other dynamic too, rather than you just being in your own business or working with other employees. you have to live with these people as well, and I mean they're your family. As much as sometimes you wish that like I don't want to see you for about 3 or 4 weeks, you're probably going to see them tomorrow.
Right. Well, about 7 years ago, we had a lot of 2 different producers try to come and do a reality show.
Brilliant.
And we filmed some pilots, but my sister and I couldn't get the whole family to buy in to the idea of being on a reality show. So that idea kind of died. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny because my sister and I joke like, oh my gosh, we could be just sitting around like the Kardashians talking about how hard life is while we get our hair and eyelashes done, but we always like to talk about, I mean, there really have been many times in my life where like my life could have gone a completely different direction.
Right.
But staying true to who you are and like what you believe in and just being like really down to earth and centered, I think is so important.
Yeah.
But anyways, as being involved in what we're involved in today, even in Tulsa, is the people, the things we get to see. I mean, it really is like a once in a lifetime experience, almost on a daily basis for me. And I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah.